Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, here on Voice of the Rings, and today we're going to do something kind of fun. I did one of these a couple months ago, and I thought it'd just be something fun. Are they worth it? These things that drop and fill up your inventory all the time. By the way, I do have a guide video. You can actually use the built-in filter to filter them from dropping in your loot. Yeah, I'm just going to throw this in there just in case. You go to Alt-R, and you can just go to loot, and if you just drag and drop this into this filter for your whole account or your character, it will no longer drop as a loot item. So, just a little side note in case you don't want them. But, are they worth it? That's the question in this video today. If this is fun and you enjoy yourself, don't forget to like and subscribe. So it's going to be kind of fun. We're going to do a box opening. I'm going to open 20 of them, alright? And now, in between this, I'm not going to bore you, but there's something I found out that you should know immediately if you don't watch the whole video even. These things have the capability of dropping 6,000 embers, okay? So I think where the helpfulness comes in on these, if you were going to call it something like, again, you earn these all over the world, but you have to buy the black keys, right, on the LOTRO store. So it's something that's not really needed. This is not a free-to-play thing, okay? I'd like to point that out right now. This is something that you actually put money into the game to do. Most everything is cosmetics and things that falls out of these, but they do drop quite a bit of, they drop little resources, and they drop a lot of embers. Embers you can definitely earn yourself, all free to play, and earn your gear, and that's awesome. All right, so that's a blast. You can do that yourself. But if you want to do a little faster, these technically drop, but again, it's random what you get. All right, so let me show you real fast what you can get out of them, and then we're going to do the opening of all of them. Okay, so here we go. All right, I'll put this in the description for you. So this is also a learning experience in this video. I'm not sure. I guess I'll put this on the guide playlist. We'll find out later when I have it. And for those who are going to ask me, I'm wearing these gloves to protect my keyboard. A lot of my usuals are going to be like, why are you wearing gloves? All right, that's why. I got a new keyboard. So here are the things you can get out of them, okay? So right now we have the Mushroom Hunter's shoulders and all these different things. Now, fun fact, here's another thing you can get out of these boxes. The Figments of Splendour. So you can actually take this item, get it, you can put it into your wardrobe, and then you can also disenchant it for the fragment. So if you get the hat, you can get the hat for your wardrobe to have on all your characters, and you can disenchant it to go trade in for the cosmetic, basically barter item in game, which again, you can earn in game, but I'm just letting you go, these are the bonuses and things you can get, okay? You can get a tome of the Corgi. These do rotate sometimes, so you should check. This has been updated more recently. On these new ones, you can get the Mushroom Hunter's accessory for your war mount. I already got it. It's pretty cool. I'll look at some of them that we get today in this video as well. So it's kind of a wardrobe video as well. Now, interestingly enough, you can actually, all classes, you can get the Seafarer's Adventurer's Vivid Essence. All right? And you can also get, these are all the things you can get out of it. These are very, very hard to get. All right, so if you get one of these, it's cool. But again, these are like, by the way, for those of you that are like, did LOTRO just put in these into the game? No, these have been in the game for a really long time. Just most people don't really use them because you can get all this stuff free to play and like play the game normal. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to make this video either way for you guys to kind of see if you're someone that does want to support the game and put some money in, you might be able to get some fast stuff real quick to gear up a few of your alt characters. So that's what I thought would be good to show you this. They've got pretty good gear sets. Most of them are like 517. I think they are now up to 525 with the updated gear, by the way, that happened just a week before this video I made. So a lot of these probably need to be updated on the wiki, but there's a bunch of examples. We'll look at what we get in the drops here. There's a bunch of stuff, all right? Bunch of stuff. And there's also these, you also can get really good, nice actual other pieces as well. And I think at the very bottom, there's some weapons you can get. I got one of the good weapons. I'll show you. The other day. You get, and then this is kind of the more generic stuff you'll get out of them most of the time. You'll get a couple embers and you'll get, you know, some potions or some ingredients. This is generically what you're going to get. So if you want to buy 5 keys and try 5, most likely you're going to get most of these things. It's a great place to also get the tome boxes. Again, this is all just this random stuff that it can drop as you're opening it. And let's get into the actual opening. There's also XP, some legendary item enhancements. And now, okay, this has not been updated for a long time. It can drop a 4,000 ember, okay? And you need to remember that embers cannot go over 10,000. So if you have 8,000 embers and you get a 4,000 ember drop, you're going to lose 2,000 embers. So make sure you use them up as you open, if you're opening a lot like I am. So just keep that in mind, okay? Best way to use embers is to get like the jewelry boxes or item boxes, which I'll show you in this video here. I'm standing next to it. And then there's some monster play stuff you can get, which is cool. Also, I believe one of my drops was, I got a 6,000 ember. I'm trying to remember if it was 6 or 4 in my other video. You can go back and watch my other video. You can double check me. Someone leave it in the comments. But I think it might have been 6,000. It was crazy. So this is not updated. I know at least there's a 4,000, which is not written here that you can get. Okay, so keep that in mind. So with that said, let's go ahead and open some boxes. All right. I'll have to timestamp so you guys don't get frustrated with me. All right, so you basically just right-click one of the keys, all right, in the pile. Can they stack into stacks of 20? Oh, you can stack them. All right, sweet. We're going to stack them into a stack of 20 there. 20 black keys. It's crazy. Yes, I did buy them full price, so if you're wondering. No, I was not given these. I just wanted to make a fun video for you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and apply and also hopefully get some embers. Oh, by the way, first thing, before I do this, go into your wallet, make sure your embers are spent to an extent. Oh, now one thing I have to keep in mind, the figments, whatever items I get that I can break down for these, I'm going to have to go spend those first. But I'm under 4,000 chance, so I'm going to go ahead and just start opening. Let's go ahead and open this one. It's got a pretty cool animation, actually. Woo! Now, I actually got one of the really good armor, it looks like, right off the bat. So, yes. So this armor is actually quite decent. I do notice that the gear that spawns does correlate with the class. Okay, so what I mean is, you see here I got a heavy 526 item. I mean, that's really good. Now, the problem here is, it's not actually as good as the delving gear still, because if you look, the delving gear gives you an extra basic slot. So these are pretty much identical items, all things considered. That's a perfect example. You can see all the stats right there. In fact, I will move the stat thing over just slightly so we can see it better. But so it's still better, the delving gear in this case, the newest delving gear. But you can also disenchant this for 400 embers. So I got 1,000 embers, by the way, from that one box. So that is 1,400 embers right there. Boom, one box. That's a pretty good drop. Got some hides. That's kind of a useless one. Hey, I got the hat. What another great example for the first box. So the hat, you can kind of look cosmetically at the hat here. It's fun. It's a very fancy looking. It's kind of like a Tom Bombadil farmer hat going on here with the little arrow. In fact, why don't we just put it on? Let me just put it on real quick so we can see it. So I'm going to say okay. There's my loot. So let's just go ahead and switch to my main gear, and so we can see the hat. There's what the hat looks like. Oh, it's got a frog on it! It's got a frog! That's really cool, actually. What the heck? I might use this hat. He's got his little leaf in there. And leaf, excuse me. Feather. What am I saying? But yeah, that's really cool. I really like the frog. Oh, look, it's really well animated, the frog. It's got, like, moving throats and eyes and everything. It's pretty cool. I like it. All right, so anyway, that's pretty cool. Very happy about that. Let me just go back to my regular armor here. Whoop. So let's keep opening. Now, granted, I just told you, I'm pretty sure in my previous one. All right, so I have 4,600. So I'm going to go ahead and buy an item here. This is what I would do in between if you're opening lots of these. I'm not going to show you what item because I don't want to slow you guys down for the video. But basically, you go in here. This guy, he's at Scarhold. You can barter for him for some very nice stuff. I don't recommend getting the higher essences unless you have crazy amounts of embers. The best thing to do is to go for the different sets of armor you need and the blue ones, okay? The ones that are 3,500. You want to go for, if again, if you're a medium armor class, you click a medium armor class, and it will choose what you get. So, for example, I'll do one. Let me just do one here on Zollin so you kind of know. This one's been updated. This one, I've not updated this bracelet. I want to update this earring, okay? So, and I think I want to update this ring. So basically what I need is might jewelry, all right? So there's only 3 options for jewelry. There's might, will, and agility, all right? I have guides on the separate things, but basically without getting too guidey in this video, I'm looking for the one that says might. There we go. So Coffer, Adventure Jeweler, Might, and the blue one. The purple one's not really worth it. Just save up for the 3,500 if you're trying to get to end game gear. So this jewelry is pretty much end game that can get you doing tier 2 content. And then once you're into tier 2 content, you can start doing the stuff to get the end game raid stuff. All right? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get the Might one. And then I'll go ahead and open it. I'll show you what it does. It gives you a huge option. And by the way, it's bound to account. So I could buy it on this character and put it in my shared storage and have my other character open it and choose it if I had another character that used Might jewelry. All right, so you can go through and there's a lot of options. Now I want to replace the earrings, so I'm going to look at earrings. Now I have a previous one here already set that I like, which is the refined silver one. I've got it from this, so I can look here and I can look through the different ones. There's one option. There's that's it right there. That's the same one I have already. Now, well, actually, excuse me, it's a little bit different. That one has evasion and finesse on it. So if I wanted to go down, I could keep going down the bottom. There's more earrings. For some reason, they're not in the exact same spot. Just keep that in mind. There's like lots of options. When you scroll down, there's a scroller, okay? You can use your little mouse wheel to scroll, or you can drag it and, you know, keep that in mind. We are going to get back to the opening part, guys. I just wanted to show you this. I'm going to probably put this in the guide playlist so you guys know. So basically, this is the one I really like. Critical defense is okay but I want the tactical mastery and finesse rating. And the other two stats is what I'm really looking for. But, you know, I like to double check here. Resistance is kind of pointless right now in the game for the meta. This one's really good, too. Some evasion rating, tactical, and finesse. That's pretty nice. I might actually grab that one. Critical defense is good, too, though. So that's a trade-off. So I'm going to have to think. I'm tempted to go for... Yeah. How much critical defense do I have right now? This is how you can always check, right? Critical defense, again, is not super in the meta, but it does help. It reduces how much damage you take from crits, though. And that evade is not really gonna... It's gonna barely increase my stats. Evade just does not work very good for Guardians. It's just not very useful. It's very good on, like, burglars and other classes like that, but not that. So I'm gonna go with the same one, the critical defense. So I'm going to get the one that says critical defense, which is that one. It's pretty much the same one I already have. And go barter, boop. And there we go. I have a brand new earring to match my set there. All right. So anyway, with that, that's how you kind of spend your embers. And now I'll go ahead and just start doing some more opening. All right. Let's see if we can get through a couple here. And what I'm going to do is to spend embers, I'll pause in between so you don't have to wait for me to decide every time. All right. I just wanted to give you kind of the guide rundown. Let's hope for some cool stuff. All right, so this one only gave me 250. That's the normal amount of embers you're going to get. I got some crafting logs. I got Tome of the Mushroom Corgi. Now, these are bound to account, so you cannot trade them. But if you already have it on, you can see I already actually have it on Zollin, I can put this in my shared storage and have my alt learn it. So he could also have the Mushroom Hunter's Corgi, because it's only per gear character. So that's something to keep in mind. We also have a hammer that is... It's an ancient one-handed hammer. It's really good. It's a 528 item. I could break it down for 200 embers, too. But I think I'm actually going to probably give that to one of my alts, so I'm going to hang on to it for now. Well, we could just keep going, because we didn't get too many embers. So let me go ahead and open another one here. Now, here's where the fun begins. Cross your fingers for me. See if we get anything good. All right, 1,000 embers. That's really good. There we go. The Mushroom Hunter's Accessory. Now, I believe you can put this to your shared storage and give to your, just like the Corgi. But I also can get 200 Splendor out of it. Awesome. Keen Adventurer's Dagger, 227. I mean, these are really good items. I can put this on my burglar who doesn't really have endgame gear yet, but he's 150. So it's pretty decent stuff. And again, it's kind of cool. You can just go through here and choose whichever one you want. And also, please, 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 I should have said this at the beginning. Make sure you open the Adventurers boxes. The ones that right now, the item level, the highest one in the game right now for 2025 that I know of, is the item level 500, minimum level 141. And I recommend you open them at level 150 because it does change the level of the gear. So if you open it at level 149, your gear will be level 149 gear. I'm pretty sure that's how it works from what I remember, and I don't recommend it. You just wait till 150 to open stuff if you're going to use money or like this. Boom! Very cool animation. Now, I got something cool. I got a Seafarer's Adventures Lively Essence box, which is pretty nice. Got a Mushroom Hunter's pack. Well, we obviously have to look at it. Why don't we go ahead and open a few more, and then I'll look at it cosmetically, just so we can keep this video flowing. And I like the little wispy effect there. We have a necklace, which is pretty good. Now, again, remember, if you are on your most decked out character, so let's say, again, Zollin is close, but not all the way there. But if you're on your most decked out character, I would recommend possibly opening on your other character, because remember, the boxes are shared on your account, are bound, or they're not even bound, but the keys you buy are bound to your account. So you can put them in your inventory and have your alt open them up. I might do that for a few of these, but we'll see. I got Tome of the Hunter's Frog, some potions, and again, not a bad necklace. It's not great though, because resistance isn't really in the meta, but we can go ahead and open another one. We're only at 5 boxes right now, okay? We've already got probably like, what, 5,000 embers? Just saying. All right, 250 embers. We got a shield, which is a 527 shield. It's not as good as mine, even though it says it's a higher number, which is hilarious. But in fact, I do need to upgrade my shield because they've upgraded the gear. But overall wise, the stats, again, not quite as good in certain areas, but better in others. I mean, it's not a bad shield at any stretch of the imagination. Does it look cool? That's a cool looking shield. It's kind of one of the older ones, but looks cool. We also got Tome of the Frog again, and 250 embers. All right, well, let's go ahead and open another one. If you guys are enjoying yourself, don't forget to, leave a comment. What's your favorite part of this, or a like? Be great. Boom! All right, so we actually got a really nice helmet again. This says outgoing healing on it, though. I'm gonna put this in my inventory. This could be very, very good for a Bjorning. Because Bjornings usually they wear heavy armor now, and they have outgoing healing. So they heal. This could be very good for a Bjorning right here. Physical mitigation. I mean, that's a good helmet. I might hang on that for the future in my inventory. But as you can see, if you've noticed, all the stuff they were giving me is good for a Guardian. Have you noticed that? A basic one-handed hammer. The dagger, that's not really, that was just random. The necklace is a might necklace. The heavy shield, or actually, excuse me, that's not a heavy shield. Oh my gosh, that shield is so good then. I missed it. I just caught it. Do you guys see that? This is a heavy shield on the right. The one on the left is a regular shield. So that could be really good for my captain, for his off tank, temporary, until he gets better. I'm gonna give that to him. Yeah, so, and again, heavy helmet. We also got the Mushroom Hunter's Hearth, which is a cosmetic yard item, or your house. 500 embers. All right, so we're still under 6,000 embers. I ain't gonna risk it if we get over 6,000. I'll have to spend some with my alt. So let's go ahead and open the next one. So you can also, you don't even have to click on the key. You can just right click, say apply, and oh no, you do have to click on the key. I take it back. But you could buy keys from here too if you want to. Whoop, there we go. All right, so 500 more embers, some more wood, the Mushroom Hunter's Garb, and again, another Seafarer's Essence. And let me just show you real quick how good some of these are. So these are pretty nice. They're the tier 15 essences. They're level 526. So they are quite good. So again, there's a lot of very practical stuff you can get out of these. Embers, gear, essences, and then there's cosmetic stuff for your war mounts and pet animals, for your yard, for your character, and then you get some, again, you can get some potions and stuff like that. Could be very helpful. But really what's really nice is the embers and the gear you can break down. Not to mention you can break down the cosmetic gear once you put it in your shared wardrobe. Because I definitely recommend that as an idea. Because when I did it, I was like, oh, this is so nice. So basically, I can take this Mushroom Hunter's Garb and drop it in here. Now, I actually already have it in here. There it is. But my hat, I don't. So I'm going to drop the hat in there. Boop. So now I can grind the hat up and get 600 Splendor, Figments of Splendour. And I can still have it on all my characters. So kind of a fun little side thing that I found out. Now, you can't do that with the tomes. So keep that in mind. But we'll look at those in a minute. Let me go ahead and spend some of my stuff here. So, Baruch Kazad. All right, wait, I gotta show you this real fast. The Coffer of Adventurer's Weaponry Might is how you would get like a might shield, just so you guys know. If you're trying to figure out like where you get your shields, the armor is very self-explanatory, heavy, medium, light. And I believe the light is the one that drops a really nice cloak, which maybe I'll try. Maybe I'll get one and check it out. Then I could trade it for something. I'm pretty sure it is the light armor, so we'll figure it out. We'll look in this video for fun. But I'm going to go ahead and do the Weaponry Might, which should drop me the option for a shield. So also, by the way, beautiful weapon. I also have to upgrade my bow because it gives really good stats. But you have really beautiful items here that you get with the thing. But here, down here, I can upgrade my shield right there. See? So it's a 526 shield now. I gain like 2,000 armor. I gain 1,000 crit defense. I gain 200 vitality. I gain how much is that? 2,000 block? 2,000 block. Another 150 might. Another 1,000 tactical mitigation and 50 more will. So I'll be taking that right now. And then I'll have to switch him here in a minute. But beautiful. So now with that, let's go ahead and open a few more. Let's do 2 more here. I may switch to my alt to open a few other ones. So, whoop, there we go. 250. Another Seafarer's Essence. I'm down. That's awesome. And another Mushroom Hearth, which, again, I could have multiple in my house. We'll check out what it looks like, too, in this video. All right, and then let's do one more here. 250. So, again, very generic number there. We got some massive heritage runes. I forgot. This is another thing you can get out of these, which I did show you at the beginning, technically. I guess I didn't forget. But that's nice. Now, we have a new bow here, which, again, is a might bow. And it's at 527 items. So, I could just switch out the bow I have with this one. I will lose tactical mitigation, so I may still want to get the upgraded bow from the thing. But 200, or I can send it to my alt. Worth it, right? Very nice. Again, these things are great for your reward track. If you guys don't remember, you can earn, obviously, by doing tasks. I'm definitely turning this video into a guide video, aren't I? It's a guide/box opening video. Hopefully entertaining. I'm trying to make this move fluid through the video as I forget where I'm going. Character, there it is, reward track, shift I. So again, your reward track for getting legendary stuff, it's great because now I can just do this and go, see, get a bunch of, put XP towards it. So that's kind of nice. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to flip and open all my other character, but I will do it instantly for you. Ready? Baruch Kazad. All right, so I'm over here on my Rune Keeper now, and I'm going to basically show you. See, I put them in here so I can bring them right out here so we can open them into this box. I'm just going to drag and drop them here. And now a lot of things you're going to notice that I open are going to actually be wheel-based. Now, I also need stuff for my Lore Master, so this will work very nicely because technically they want the same type of things. So I'm going to go ahead and open the next one here. And whoop! All right, so we got 500 embers. We got a bunch more rune XP. It's much higher this time. So we'll put in our rune XP there just before I forget. We also got an earring, which gives outgoing healing. Now, interestingly enough, I am traded in lightning, so before you ask, Zollin, does it matter which one you're traded in? It doesn't seem like that because I'm in Lightning Tree right now, as you can see. So sometimes that does matter in some regard, but not in this case. So it gave me a will-based item, though. You can see it gave me a will, vitality, critical rating, and outgoing healing, which is it's not a terrible earring. 526 is pretty good. In fact, it's almost better than that one on the right there, but that one on the right is a teal earring. Let me bring it. Oh my goodness, you guys can't see it. Sorry. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and open up. You can always pause it, I guess, and see when I'm hovering. Open on the next one here. Whew! 1,000 embers. That's amazing. Another one of the mushroom things. Now, maybe it is across the account. I'm trying to remember if he already got it. Another essence. I'll always take more essences. That's amazing. Is it a vivid? No, it's just an adventurer's essence box. Okay. There is technically, you can get the best one in the game, I think, as well. Let's go ahead and, how are we doing on our I don't want to go over the... I'm at 3, so we're good. We can open another one. Got to keep an eye on that because I made a video about these boxes a few months ago, and you guys can watch it. I lost like 2,000 embers, and I was like, no! Why is there a cap? All right, got another hat. Again, I can break these hats down for the Figments. Seafarer's Adventures Vivid Essence Box. Ooh, is that the good one? Is that the better one? 532. I think that's the really good one.
We are not strangers here. Not
let's
truly.
See. Vivid yeah, Vivid. Oh, Vivid is the best one. Okay, Adventures okay, Vivid is the good one. So this one's the lower one, but still good. 526. This is the 532 Essence. This is the best Essence box you can have in the game. It's glorious. I mean, look at that. 2,000 vitality. Oh my gosh. Okay, all right, moving on. I'm getting enthralled of how amazing it is. All right, let me go ahead and open another one. Here we go. We're still okay with essences. All right, 250. We got a fine blade of the adventurer. Now, interestingly enough, this blade does also tend to want to be a will-based weapon compared to the other two weapons I got. They were both might, and I think I figured out the secret of the boxes. It does matter what class you're opening them on. It does. So keep that in mind when you open them. Okay? I'm pretty sure that is the case. It probably says that on the wiki page that I linked down there. I just didn't read the whole thing. So, outgoing healing, critical rating. I mean, this is really good, but Runekeepers don't have this as a side weapon. But who could this help? I'm trying to think, well, who could really use this? Because legendary weapons. Because minstrels have to have their legendary weapon. I think technically, well... that might not really be very helpful to anyone in this day and age because there's not really... Well, a Lore Master. I guess a Lore Master. I guess my Lore Master could wield this as dual wielding with his staff, his legendary staff, and be in support healing mode. That'd be very good. Yeah, I'll keep it for him. That could definitely be good. One-handed sword. All right, I figured one out. All right, let's go ahead and open the next one. We're technically... If there's ever a 6,000 open, I'll lose a couple right now, but I think 4,000 is the highest. But I can't remember my other video if it was 6 or 4. I should have watched it first, but that's okay. Boom! 1,000 embers. Got a shield of the adventurer. This shield is, again, for tactical, critical, will, block. This is a regular shield for a will-based character. So, since I'm opening on a will-based character, being a Runekeeper, that's perfect, because now I can send this to my minstrel. He could wield this, right? It'd be great. You know what I mean? For his DPS build. So that's cool. We got 3 red sea stones. That's an amazing crafting little drop there. We got the Mushroom Hunter's gloves and 1,000 embers. Sweet. So we have 4 more to open, but I am going to get another thing real fast here. So I'm gonna do my little teleport. Baruch Kazad. I just gotta show you. All right. So now that I want a will-based weapon, right? I mean, excuse me, jewelry. I don't want a weapon. So you could get, again, if you needed to, an agility-based weapon or a will-based weapon. But I want a jewelry, so blue, that is will-based. Okay, so there's the jewelry, agility, will weapon, will jewelry. So I'm just going to go ahead and just barter for this. And I'm not even going to choose what it is right now. I'm just going to hold on to it. And I'll do this later. It'll either go to my Lore Master or my Runekeeper. So let's keep opening boxes. All right, next one. There we go, 250 embers. Again, that's the generic. You're going to get between 250 and 1,000. That one time that I got 4,000 was insane. I'm thinking more and more it was just 4,000. I probably shouldn't have said 6. But still, it's not told you on the wiki. The wiki says you can only get up to 2,000 at once. You can get at least 4,000 at once. So do not, make sure you leave enough space for that. All right, again, item that I could break down or give to an alt. And it's another will-based item with evasion and finesse. Cool. And some logs and a Tome of the Corgi. All right, now we're going to have another... Here, look, we got someone in the world renowned. He really is now, right? She's on the channel now. I'm just kidding. All right, let me go ahead and open the next one. Whee! All right, 250. Again, a generic Ember drop. And enchantment runes. Cool. It's just, what is it? It's just 3 levels on a max enchantment. That's nice. Again, it's a lot of stuff that's quite useful. They always give you like 1 or 2 very useful things when you open each box. Those are nice. Those are really nice. That could be really good for a damage build on my Runekeeper. And this one, interestingly enough, comes with 2 essence slots. So, I mean, that's on the same level as the Delving Gear. Same, a bit more will. It's the same level of will and vitality with the stats flipped. Critical rating, and then it's got 2. That's really good piece of armor, guys. That's really good. Now, granted, it's pretty easy if you're doing tier 7 delvings in missions to get that level of gear. But still, hey, you could break it down for 400 embers. That's pretty good, because then you can come get the jewelry, right? All right, let's go ahead and open the last ones here. Oh, I have another box in my inventory. Let's see what we get. 500 embers. A box of the Mushroom Hunter's Walls. Wallpaper and decorations for your house. Cool. A lump of wax, and we got another one-handed sword. This one has crit, finesse, vitality, and will on it. So again, a will-based weapon, because we're opening on a will. That could be a good offhand, possibly for my lore master if he needs it. So, all right, let's go ahead and get to the last ones here. We still don't have to buy any more. Boom, 1,000 embers. It'd be really cool if we got one that was more than this. We got a ring that is a 528 ring. I mean, it's a good ring. It's really good. Bunch of will, bunch of vitality, crit, and evasion. Evasion's like, meh, but I mean, it's still helpful on something like a Runekeeper or something to have better evasion. So again, you could turn that into 200 embers too if you wanted to. And more enhancement runes. So let's go ahead and open our last thing, which I do have another box. I just didn't take it out, like a silly. Now, a lot of times in the past, I would just destroy these boxes because you get these Adventure Sealed boxes so often that there's like almost no point sometimes, but I held on to a bunch for this video. All right, here we go. Last one. Let's see what we get, and boop. All right, 500 embers. Again, as you can see, our highest one was 2,000 this time. But again, I have gotten 4,000 at once, unless that was a glitch. That is a thing that can happen. Enhancement runes and a Seafarer's Essence Lively, which is the second to best one in the game. So not bad. And the Mushroom Hunter's gloves. I mean, that was some pretty good stuff. Now, granted, if we do the math, 5 keys is 900 and I think it's 90? It's 900 flat. 900 LOTRO points for 5. So that was 1,800, 3,200 LOTRO points to open 20 of those. So that's not cheap. Okay, guys, that's not cheap if you do the math. That's like, you know, that's definitely, let's see. I'm trying to do the math. LOTRO, I'm trying to remember what the LOTRO points. I did some math on it the other day to double check. Let me check for you. So roughly, just under 1,000 LOTRO points. This is rough math, okay? It's about $10 US for just under 1,000 LOTRO points, like 900. So it's pretty much like $10 for 5 keys. So I just spent, that was $40 of keys, right? US dollars. Again, I was doing it kind of for a fun experiment, and I mean, it gave me stuff that I'm going to use in the game. But is it worth it? For my thoughts here, okay, to kind of finish up for you guys. I don't think so. I don't think they're worth it. Is it fun to kind of like just get some free stuff and get some free embers going? Sure, I just gained in total, what, like 15,000 embers in this video? You can go back and do the math right in the description if you want for me. How much we got, including stuff I can now break down, right? I can even take these essence boxes and break them down for 400, but I want these essences. But I could break them all down. So maybe even more. We got like 20,000 embers. It's not bad. Okay, I don't think they're bad. I just don't think they're worth it for, if you want to support the game and you want to get a bunch of free stuff and you have the free cash to spend, then I think it's a great way to help support the game, and you get a bunch of fun loot, cosmetics, good stuff for leveling up other alts. Boom, 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 awesome. If you're a brand new player to the game, is this what you should put your LOTRO points in that you earn with your hard-earned money if you're trying to play free-to-play? No, absolutely not. Do not do that, okay? I'm just going to warn you guys right off the bat. That's not worth it. This is just in case if you want to go above and beyond and pay for more to get some stuff. I do think they're probably fair for the price. Being able to open 5 for $10, you get a pretty good chunk of stuff. It's like just on the edge for me what a virtual currency and a virtual made-up item in the game is worth playing this game LOTRO so much. it's just on the edge. If you get real lucky, it's totally worth it. If you get one that gives you 6,000 embers, or sorry, I think it's just max is four that I had in the other video, but 4,000 embers, that is beyond worth it. That is insane. So if you get a free black key from some expansion or something and you can open one at 150, might as well open it, right? But hey, maybe it's worth trying to get 5 in that. But it's just random. So that'll have to be up to you to decide. Anyway, I really enjoyed making this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. But before you go, would you guys like to see the cosmetic stuff? Of course you want to see the cosmetic stuff. Let me teleport over to my house. We're going to look at the cosmetic stuff here real quick. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a fast teleport here. And I'm going to send all this stuff to my other character. Baruch! Kazad! Alright, guys. I'm back. I'm over here. I organized it for you to kind of see what we got. So, pretty much, it looks like we got 5 essence things. We got regular, the second to best. Oh, excuse me, this is my coffer jewelry. We got 4 essences. Alright. One of the best ones in the game. Wait, where is the one? Maybe I didn't. I might have not. You know what? I may have put it. It may have gone to a different place in my inventory. Alright, I left it on my other character. Whoops. That's alright. Well, we did get one of the. He's on the other character still. So again, really good essence boxes. We got 4 plus that really good one to choose from. We technically got these 3 from Embers, right? So these are 3,500 Embers each. So there's a bunch of math right there. All right, we got a bunch of these. We technically got a bunch of crafting items, but they all went in my crafting carry-all. We got 1 frog, 2 frog, 3 frog, corgi, 3 of the corgis, 3 of the frogs. Jewelry earring. We got a jewelry necklace, a shield, 2 different swords, a bow, warhammer, and a really nice helmet. And then also we got the really nice, here's the really nice gloves. I forgot to bring them over. Then it also dropped, and of course it dropped this hat as well, which is pretty nice. And I just realized a bunch of the cosmetic items probably got absorbed into my bag because I have a cosmetic item bag here. Let me just double check to see if they got absorbed into my bag here. Let's see, where did I put it? All right, well, we're good. So it probably absorbed some of my stuff, but that's okay. So you can see we got quite a bit of stuff. There are a few other items I think that I took out of here that are on my other character, but no big deal. Let's go ahead and look at some of these cosmetically and stuff here as we go and check out some of the different spots. So I'm gonna go into the house here. It's one of my friends, one of our kinship members here. We go into the house here for just a second, and we will look at what this looks like. So let's go ahead and look at what this hearth looks like. Fire pit. It's going to load up here for a second. I'll let it load. While I do that, let's go ahead and check out cosmetically what the stuff. Hello. Let's go ahead and cosmetically check out what some of these other ones look like. So this is what the mushroom thing looks like. That's what the hat looks like. We also got the backpack here. So if I put the backpack on, am I hiding my backpack? I am. There it is. There's the backpack. That's really cool. It's full of mushrooms. How cool is that? That is awesome. Where did my item just go? Oh, I clicked the wrong spot. That's why that's why it disappeared. Okay, so this is what it looks like. All right. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool cosmetic. I like it. Can you turn it on? Sweet, and I've got a couple, so I can kind of like put them around maybe do a couple different rooms with it. Oh, that's cool. It's got a little tea kettle, and we've got the little, was that frog from my hat? Does my frog have an animation sound from the hat? Because that's amazing, if that is the case. I think that's what it was. It's really cool. All right, well, I'm down. I think that's really, really nice. So, basically, I'm going to probably put this on the wall over here. I didn't mean to start doing that. Let's go ahead and put it back over here. So what we could do is we can actually put this on the wall over here. Whoop, there we go. I don't know why it's way up there. There we go. There we go. That looks normal. All right, there we go. We've got this cute little Mushroom Hunter's Hearth. I like it. It's cool. All right, now, of course, you want to see the frog pet. So I'm going to go ahead and learn that. And I will show you the Corgi pet as well. And then pretty much we'll cover most of it. Now, technically, I didn't show you the gloves look like cosmetically. So we got the gloves, too. And in fact, I can kind of just show you what it looks like because I have all of it. I'm pretty sure I have the whole set now. But I will point out, to take the whole set, it took a decent amount of opening. So if you're trying to get the whole set, it might be a little challenging. All right, so let's go ahead and... Here, you can kind of see it right there. They're just like brown gloves. I think they're nice. And the shoes are just real generic looking shoes. But they've got like cool steel-toed boots with like leather and wrapped string. I mean, it's cool. I still think it's pretty awesome. That frog, the hat is making the frog sounds. That's amazing. Now we need to see cosmetically too, before we finish the video, the frog we just got. All right, so let's go frog. There it is. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's cool. Here, follow me, frog. How does he walk? Okay, he kind of like does. That's how he does slow. What does he walk normal? Oh, he hops. He hops after us. That's cool. I like it. That is very cool. That is pretty cool. I like it. And let me show you the Corgi. And then I think I've covered most of it that we just got. The Mushroom Corgi. Here it is. He's got an adorable little banner that has a little mushroom on it, and then he's carrying a little cart of mushrooms. All right, come on, little Corgi, and this is how he runs. He like jumps. He's very happy about it. It's pretty adorable, actually. I think I got a good angle there, right there for you. So there it is. So you can kind of know what you're getting into if you want to get this for yourself. But very, very nice. Very happy little Corgi. Very good textures, too, on the cart and stuff. And on him. Yeah, he's cool. I like the Corgi. He's wagging his cute little tail. Look at him. He's so happy. So anyway, that's about it. We'd have to go outside here to show you. We got Fred here. He's chilling with us. Let me show you the war mount. We'll finish up the video. Because you guys obviously want to see the mushrooms on the back, right? Alright. I realize I don't have my wall mount here, but that's okay. I will show you what it looks like. Let me just switch to my DPS as my war mount. Alright. Alright, and cosmetically, appearance, here it is. So that, now don't worry about the scary dark horse. What you're getting is just this thing on the back, okay? So let me get better in the light here so we're not in the shade. There we go. There it is. So it's got a thing of mushrooms in there, and you can see I'm a mushroom gatherer with a very scary looking horse. But overall, very cool. It does kind of phase through. It looks like some things, but again, what armor I have on is not designed for it. But pretty cool. Insert here before the ending. I forgot this. I had to add this in, okay? I found out where the other stuff was a second ago. I made a comment like, where is it? You can see here's all the other cosmetic things. We also got this. We also got this. I already moved the other ones from my inventory. I already got this. We got a glove. So all of these are Figments of Splendour that I can break down. Remember, you can put them all into your stuff. I got a fourth frog. I got a third thing for the horse mushroom thing. So a lot of my characters can have it now. I also got another mushroom hearth, and I got the box of the Mushroom Hunter's walls. We didn't even look at this. So we gotta look at that. And I got these boots, which I totally forgot about. So we got that too. All right. I mean, you already saw this at the beginning of the video. Enhancement runes. We got the Seafarers. Here's the Vivid Essence box, by the way, that I was like, where did I put it? And there's another regular essence. So we got four 5, and a Vivid 6 essences, right? And then I think that was all of the... Oh, we got these shoulders. All right, we got these shoulder pads. We got another enhancement. We also got this shield. I just dropped them in the wrong place. We got this sword. We got this thing. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there. I think that's actually everything we got now. Oh, and we got the 3 red sea stones, and a bunch of these are the crafting items. The wood and wax and the hides and a bunch of some of the ore. Some of this ore was already in here. But again, all of that, which is really cool. So there, now this is the other stuff. I'm going to add it to it. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and put these in here because I'm going to break them down later for the Figments of Splendor, which I also want to show you where that is real quick before the ending of the video. So again, I'm going to insert this somewhere in the video for you with some editing. And you can see there's all the tomes we got. We actually got a lot. We got a couple of the horse things. You can see them all there. Again, the gear, I already dropped a bunch of the gear in here. Some of this is my gear already. This wasn't all from, you saw what we got. But these they're really, really good. So these are actually like as good as delving gear for light armor. So I'm going to put that in there for my other character. And then we also got another fine blade, all right, which is amazing. And we also got the shield. So those are all things that we got. So I'm going to go ahead and drop those in there. I'm proactively linking them to my kinship because they were curious. You guys will see this video later. And then of course there's another mushroom hut, which I put the other one in my box of kinship stuff already down here. So now we have another mushroom hut and they can stack. Cool. For the house. And then again, enhancements, more enhancement runes. There's another 6 levels. We already got the 3, so it's like 9 more levels. We got some more enhancements. There's another couple levels. These are all max level enhancements. So cool, some free levels. That's not really the best thing ever, but it's still good. And then the essences, you can see here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of all the high level, second to biggest in the game. And we got 1 vivid essence, which are technically 6,000 embers to trade in for, or you have to get them in like a raid. So cool. Hang on to that for later, but we obviously have to open the wall thing. So I'm gonna right click this and see what the box of the, okay, so it gives you a bunch of wall pieces. We obviously have to look at the walls real quick and then we'll finish up here at the end of the video. So let me go ahead and put this into the video here. Let's see, so I'm just gonna plop this down right there. Oh, look at that. All right, so it's just a, oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. And of course we could rotate the wall. We could, in theory, you could block off parts of the room, right, with a wall. See, like this? So you could actually make rooms within large rooms, which is kind of fun with the wall pieces. These are things, by the way, you can get in other places too. But what's cool about this wall, what we care to see, is what it looks like. So let's give it a quick little look-see. Looks like we have some giant mushrooms, some flowers. What is that? Maybe a kind of fruit? I'm not quite sure what's going on with those. I mean, it's nice. And also, it looks like it can come down farther. So let's see if we can have it come a little lower here and see what the top... Because the top is just that thing. It says a 10-meter wall. Perfect. All right. So go ahead. We'll leave that there. And save that. And then let's go ahead and check out another one over here. All right. Is it the same one? Okay, so it looks like it's the same. The good news, so they gave you 4, so you can decorate a room like this, right? Oh, is this one bigger? Oh, this one has it at the top, too. Oh, wait. Whoa, what is happening? Oh, cool. So this one's like really huge. Oh, it's double. It's like doubled. Interesting. So does that mean we can... Oh, okay, it's doubled. Or did I just glitch it out? No, it's doubled. See how it's doubled? There's a top area, middle area. So it's if you have a really tall wall, probably. So, because some of the base places have really tall walls. Or, you might want to just close in a whole area, right? You could just like, right? Close in the whole area. So anyway, that's pretty cool. Pretty awesome. And then, are there any differences with these other walls? I'm not entirely sure. So we're going to drop one right here. Okay, so this one's a huge wall. 20-meter wall. All right, so that we're not going to leave that there. No one's able to get to the house. And then this one is a 10-meter wall. And the one over here is a 10-meter wall. So those are the same. So this one should also have the double thing going on. Interesting, it doesn't. Interesting. Maybe they are slightly different in that way. And then to finish up, we also have another 20-meter wall, which let's see if it has the double thing going on. Oh, it looks like it does. Okay, so 2 of them have the double thing, 2 of them don't, and one's a 10-meter, 10-meter, and a 20-meter, 20-meter. And then for the last one, we have a Mushroom Hunter's Wall decoration surface. So we need to go to our painting surface here, drop this on right there and go accept, and there we go. Oh, that looks so nice. I love it. I love it. It's amazing. I really like how that looks. Looks really nice. All right, on with you with the rest of the video. Enjoy. Just kidding, just kidding. There's one other thing I want to tell you. If you want to spend your Figments of Splendor, the best place to go, I'm not going to go all the way there to show you, but just go to the middle of Breetown, all right? Breetown, and it's right at the Boar Fountain. There is an NPC right there, rotating Figments of Splendor. Look it up on the LOTRO Wiki. I'll link in the description. There's also a person that comes occasionally that's like only comes for like a month at a time, then goes away. I will link that person in the description as well. All right, continue. Enjoy the rest of the video. All right, my friends. Well, that's about it for this video. I hope this was fun. Got to see some of the cosmetics. I pretty much showed you, I think, everything that we got. Let's see. Here's what this is what the helmet and gloves look like. They're pretty generic, but no one cares. Those aren't cosmetic. So, all right. Have a great day in Middle-earth, my friends. Thank you to my Patreons, Reb and Alrando, for being Royal Guardians, and all my Patreon supporters. You guys are the best. And thank you guys for liking and subscribing. If this did help you out and you enjoyed it, I'll see you in the next one. Stay happy. I'm at your service and your families. Baruch Hazard, Kuzan menu. Zollin Ironshield out.